Hey, folks, just a friendly reminder that all shows on the Madness Comic Network are produced by their individual hosts and in no way reflect the opinions of the network as a whole. The statement.
Comic books and graphic novels, including Nightmare World, Tales of Mystery, Brave but Not Dead, all kinds of stuff. And I am super excited for you because you are getting to watch right now, right this moment, out of all the things we're going to be doing, you're getting to enjoy and revel in the Madness Comic Network. And that is awesome. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, do that thing. Do that thing. Put some madness up in your life, baby. We are here because it's time to take a look at the newest offering from our friend Jon Dexter. He's backstage, but I'm going to talk about him for a minute first. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know Jon. Jon responsible for all these beauties. Oh, not that. All these beauties, okay? Alpha Dogs. Alpha Dogs number 2. Big old Mondo. Yeah. Alpha Dogs number 3. Where we get to meet the Huskies, yeah. And Dogs number 4. I did read them, John, because, like I told you, we had a little power outage today. I got to read a couple books. All right, I'm gonna bring him in. If you don't know him, you know him now. Jon freaking Dexter was happening.
How's it going, Pops?
It's all action. I can't breathe.
Too much of the smoky.
Yeah, I just, had one of those episodes right before the show. Now I can't breathe,
I hear you. Yeah, I'm about, I live about 2 hours away now. So we had some nice storms out here for a little while. We didn't lose power, thankfully, but yeah.
Well, I mean, where I'm at, we're like in between Corey Lake and Mud Lake and Clear Lake on that little peninsula thing.
Mm-hmm.
And all it takes is one tree, one lightning bolt, one anything, and we're screwed for a while. And
yeah. I hear you.
It happens fairly often, so I always save my comics to read when we have internet outages or power outages. So I got something to do.
There you go. There you go.
Otherwise, I'm sitting here going, come on, where's the power? You know, it's like, so I try to save all my comics for those occasions. So I did get to read your books today.
Oh, cool. Well, hopefully you enjoyed issues 3 and 4.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Look, I love where you're going with this. A little bit mad, though.
What's that?
Y'all left Zeus in the cage. Should have left Zeus in the cage. I look at the two Huskies. I see Zeus and Rocky. I see the mean one, and I see the nice one, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, there's a lot of story. Yeah, there's a lot of story left to tell. So there will definitely be some resolutions. The whole story's been written out many, many years ago, and it's kept on going. So yeah, there's definitely more to come with the two Huskies as we go along. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's a great story, and I'll be announcing some big news. I can't say anything yet, but there'll be some big news coming in hopefully next week. But I mum's the word right now. But anyway, so I'm glad you enjoyed Alpha Dogs, and people can actually get Alpha Dogs, the graphic novel, which includes those 4 issues. Plus, there's a bonus story in the graphic novel too. That is a cool flashback. We go back in time when Buck is 1 year old and Ina's been captured by the mercenaries. But anyway, you can get that in that campaign that's going right now for Space Cruise in my new series that's out. We're about almost a weekend. We're just over 50% funded, so it's going good, but definitely could use a shot in the arm. It's tough when you're doing a new series because you're trying to get a whole new readership, that would be into it. It's in black and white. That probably doesn't help, but I wanted that 80s kind of feel to it.
That's okay. Look, there's a lot of us that, even though we love color and color pop and all that, sometimes color washes out line work. Mm-hmm. And we love to see the line work as well, you see. So having a black and white issue, there's nothing wrong with that, man. And then later on, you might redo it in color later or whatever, but get it out there. The thing I love about what you're doing, John, is you went, okay, I'm going to do this dog book because I love my dogs and your dog that passed, and I totally get that. And that's your baby, right? Yes. Then you went, I'm going to step over here with some noir type detective story. I'm going to drop some of that on people and they like that. Now I'm going to go out into outer space and give you a little sideline. You're showing your heirs doing. You need to do that. You're showing, hey, I can do whatever you guys want. Let me know what you love and I'll do more of that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. Like, and the cool thing is Space Cruisers was actually one of the first stories I ever have written. I came up with when I was kind of a kid, and then a teenager. I wrote it out, and then in 2012, I actually it was actually one of my first comics I ever did. It was in 2012. I paid to have it drawn, but I ran out of money, so I wasn't able to finish it. And thanks to the success of Alpha Dogs, I've been able to kind of now go back and finish it up, and this is kind of one of my passion projects. It's a real fun story. It's science fiction, it's comedy. If you like Spaceballs, if you like Star Wars, and you're going to enjoy it. It's the trailer's really cool, as all my trailers. I write them, but I don't have anything to do with the technical aspects of it. I'd be totally lost. But it's got a great.
You're messing with me though, because I'm over here looking at the campaign while you're talking on the side.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's cool. I don't mean to interrupt what you're saying. But you're messing with me because I look over here because I see this beautiful homage cover.
Yes.
This amazing Fantasy 15 homage cover. And then right below that, you got a freaking Star Wars homage. Now, how am I supposed to choose between?
I know they're all great covers. They are. They're my Stone Tower Studios, my artists. They do all my work for me. They just do, amazing covers. I got so lucky. I say there's no such thing as luck. It's preparation meets opportunity. But with Space Cruise and the artist, in all my comics, I got extremely lucky. So, as you can see, we're over 50% funded. But I could really use some help to get this thing over the limit. We got plenty of time, so I'm not worried about it. It's just you first start out, and like I said, it's a new series, so it's been tougher, definitely tougher than the other ones to get funded. But I think if people just give it a chance to really enjoy it, the tiers are low. I mean, you can get the PDF for only $5. You can get the comic physical for only $10. And nowadays on Kickstarter, that's actually pretty low because a lot of people are wanting $12, $15 for your standard cover. So the fact that it's $10, I think, is a pretty good deal.
No,
hey, Doc.
What's up, John?
You're right there in that wheelhouse that I like. Anything, if it's 32 or less, I don't want to see more than $10 on it.
Exactly.
32 or less pages, I don't want to see more than $10 on it.
Yeah,
I agree. 60 pages, now you're getting up there where I can give you a little, Absolutely,
yeah.
But,
Yeah, if you want to watch the trailer, I think people will really enjoy it if you want to.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Doc, you got your YouTube playing?
No.
I picked up something when you came in.
No, I don't have anything playing.
All right, I'm going to play his trailer. Hopefully it clears up. Well, where is it? Oh, it's on that screen. Okay. I had one of them I shot JR t-shirts. I just wanted to know that.
See, I like everything about this.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Very nice trailer, my friend.
I love it, John. Love it.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a great series. It's for all ages. It's a lot of fun. If you like comedy, if you like adventure, if you like satire, then you're going to enjoy the series. It's about this trio of outcasts, really. This guy Yuri, who is a enhanced Bushido warrior. All the characters are kind of metaphors. So he's a metaphor of the Vietnam vets. He's this guy that was kind of used by the government and then cast aside. You've got Ace, who represents foreigners kind of that come over to our country and to America, and they love the culture. Not a fan of the people, but all the aliens, they end up loving the pop culture. Like Ace here, he wears a cowboy hat, World War II bomber jacket, and an I Shot JR t-shirt.
Right.
So it's really, it's a lot of fun. The aliens, they wear like Revolutionary War outfits, cowboy outfits throughout history of pop culture. And then you've got the android who's named Phobos, and he's 300 years old, long past obsolete, but his creator gave him human emotions. And like the elderly, who he's kind of a metaphor for, he's has all this knowledge, but is treated like, he's a blooming idiot. So
Yes.
how we can somehow treat the elderly. So they're these kind of group of outcasts, and I wanted to do a story where instead of, saving the galaxy against the Galactic Empire, exploring new worlds, these guys are just trying to make a buck, hunting down earthly artifacts. And they end up inadvertently saving the galaxy. So
Nice.
it's a lot of fun. This first one is setting up by Ace is the narrator. We break the fourth wall. He's talking to us and explaining how the world, the world building, where humans, they ended up having to leave Earth because it was no longer sustainable for life, and they find these two planets light years away, and humans, of course, renamed them Planet Washington and Planet Olympus. And so the issue is that aliens are living on these planets, and they are not a fan of the humans pressing their beliefs and their laws, and they end up going to war. Well, this take, unlike, popular culture of aliens being, superior intelligence, they're actually archaic compared to the humans' advancement. So it's kind of a bloody war, and now there's a lot of animosity. And Ace, the pilot there, he doesnst care because humans have brought beer and cigars and TV into his life. So he's good with humans, So we get together. But yeah, it's a fun story that people will really enjoy if they give it a chance.
John, I love the concept, man. You never fail to show the next level creativity. I love this.
Thank you. It's ever since I was a kid, man, that's all I wanted to do. So again, I can't say anything, but some things are going to be happening that's going to be kind of there'll be an announcement anyway. So that's the first cover. I figured if you're going to do a debut cover, what better one than
And you see, John, that's what I was saying about John. It's like he came out with his heart project, the one about his dog, the one dedicated to his dog and whatnot. And then he jumped over and he did the Dime Store Detective, and he started showing his heirs, like, look, I can
listen. Hey, I'm not done with Dime Store Detective yet. I like that. We got to cross over with Jake Bishop.
Yeah,
we got to cross over at some point.
How many what issues have you read so far, Doc?
I don't have any of them yet.
Well, you can get them on this campaign. There's
I'm gonna
let's add on. So, but issue 4 of Dime Store Detective is actually coming out. It's in the process. It's a lot of the art's done, so I'm hoping to have it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if I want to get 1, 2, and 3, can I just reach out to you on Facebook? And
yep. You can do that too.
I'm happy to do that. But I've seen all the material. I've heard you talk about it. I've seen the drawings and the art. This guy, I love that stuff. Period. Jake Bishop needs to meet him.
Taking us to space, Doc. That's what I mean. He's showing his heirs, man. He's showing that he can write a story.
Flex, baby, flex.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. It's like, dude, showing us the shit right now. I like it.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to make any promises, but I can pretty much promise if you read Dime Store Detective, you're gonna love it. Everybody that's read it is it's just getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, everything I've seen about it is just, man, that's just my cup of tea.
Yeah, wait till you see the cover 4, the issues for cover 4. They're
nice,
incredible. So
nice.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry. I actually can't stay. I wanted to come in and tell you, John, I'm going to be back in this probably this weekend.
I appreciate it.
I got to get 1, 2, and 3 of Dime Store Detective. I got to. And so I'll be doing that too. But Pops, I'll talk to you later. John, best of luck to you with this campaign, my friend.
Yeah, we'll have to do an interview when Dime Store Detective launches, Doc.
Doc,
yep.
Do me a favor, just kind of monitor, because I already had a power outage just a little while ago. We got a storm here.
Okay, but I gotta leave for like a half hour, and then I'll be back.
You might have to come in and turn everything off. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Peace out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, John, if I do get kicked and I'm not back like within 5 minutes or something, go ahead and keep telling everybody about the project or whatever, and then go ahead and just let yourself out, and whoever gets there first, Doc or I, will come in and shut the stream off. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that'll work.
It'll just have that. I mean, the only thing that they'll be looking at is the thumbnail of, go check out Jon Dexter's comic book. So
absolutely.
It won't matter if it's up all night long, right?
Maybe it'll help.
You see.
Yeah.
So then you got this beautiful Star Wars homage.
Man, I was going to do a Star Trek homage to Wrath of Khan, and then I just thought, I want to do this one. So, man, that's been my most popular. You never really realize which one's going to be more popular, but yeah, this has been my most popular cover. It's man, Javar. I'm going to destroy his last name. He's shared it, but yeah, he did the cover art, and he's amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. So our rewards. You got the digital. You can get the digital Space Cruising for a paltry $5 dollars. There you go. 11 people have jumped on that. So I'm assuming that's all of our UK people, mostly, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. We do have a lot of those, and we love all you people too. You're just on the wrong side of the freaking pond.
Yeah, shipping comics are just so expensive over there.
It's horrible.
And yeah, like you can get the physical for only $10. Like I said, that's really cheap compared to the size of me. I'm just a little guy, so for $10, I think is really cheap, because there's a lot of people for 24. They're asking $14, $15.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if it's under 32, $10, $10 or less, So 32 to 60, you got that $15 to work with. If it's over 60, you go 20. If it's over 80, then whatever you can get people to pay. When you get, when they get that thing, then it's like, man, some people just don't have $30 to throw at a book plus shipping.
Oh yeah.
So you might price yourself out of sales if you get too thick.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm a fan of doing both. I think you do the floppies, and then you put your trade paperback together, and you sell to those people that love trades, and you've made your sales, your floppy sales, and hit it all, people, hit it all. Make all that.
Graphic novels seem to be really the wave nowadays. People are kind of getting out of the floppies.
But see, that's with me, it's totally the opposite, because of they're all different sizes.
Mm-hmm.
The aesthetic in your bookshelf, if you try to alphabetize them or whatever, it's like you basically have to line them up by size.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because just to make them look good or whatever, or aesthetic. If you got any kind of OCD, it's like graphic novels.
Well, I've got about the best thing you're gonna get. I'm holding right now. That's Alpha Dogs, the graphic novel you can get on this campaign. So
there you go. But yeah, I've always been a floppy guy. You put them in a box; they all sit in the box, nice and uniformly, and they come out pretty, and you don't have to worry about them. It's like you put them graphic novels. You kind of got to put them on a bookshelf. They get dusty.
Yes.
As soon as you start reading them, the corners start to, if there's soft cover, the corners will start to bend, and it's, it's just like I ain't never been a fan of them.
No, I don't blame you.
I like that. Put it in a bag and put it in a box, and I'll look for it when I want to read it.
Yes, I agree.
So then we have the Star Wars homage.
Mm-hmm.
So, what? I know you said you were thinking Wrath of Khan, but what'd you do? Flip a coin? How do you decide?
I just thought the Star Wars one was more dynamic, and quite frankly, I love the Star Trek movies, the originals. I never watched the show, but I did love the originals. I just thought the Star Wars one was more dynamic, and honestly, Star Wars is, that's the one, like anybody that's in their 40s. If you're a writer and you're in your 40s, most likely Star Wars was the biggest impact on you to become a writer, I think, or director. So, and the
weird thing about Star Wars. Okay, I was like 13.
Yeah.
When the original movie hit the theaters.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like today. Okay, it wasn't like today at all. The theater. There was a line around the block.
Well, when they came out with special editions, when they came out with
special
editions in '97, there was a line around the block. When
this went on for weeks, bro.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
For weeks, and it was like there was people in line for the third showing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Standing in line waiting for the third, because they knew they weren't going to get in the first or second, but they were standing there in line for hours because they knew if they got out of line, they weren't going to see it today.
Uh-huh.
You know
I would
mean?
have been in that line, I'm sure.
Dude, I was in that line like 20, 30 times over probably a 6-month period. I saw that movie probably 30 times on the big screen because we had never seen anything like it before.
Well, my first movie I ever seen in a movie theater was The Empire Strikes Back, and to this day, it's still my all-time favorite movie. There's nothing even close to The Empire Strikes Back. I mean, that's obviously you saw issue 3 of Alpha Dogs with the homage, so that tells you everything you know.
Oh yeah, and that one, and that really is a lot of people's favorite movie too.
Oh yeah,
out of the Star Wars, you know. I always liked Jedi, and I mean, Ewoks aside, I liked the space battle, the going after the Death Star, blowing it up. I liked, you know.
Yeah.
What can I tell you? You finally got Luke and Darth to fight.
Yes.
They finally fought. It wasn't like, you know, one of them ran away. They finally fought, and it was good. You know, that was what I mean. I liked that they finally, you know, got down, because that was what it was all about. We were watching this movie 10 years ago, and it was all about, we can't wait till this kid and this Darth Vader dude get down, right? And then we had to wait 5 years for the next movie, and he kind of got his ass kicked. And then we had to wait 5 more years, you know what I mean? It was like, so for me, that was like the one, you know, he finally got that.
I still remember tearing up at the end of Return of the Jedi, because I knew there was not going to be any more. Little did I know there would be more, but it was, it was definitely bittersweet.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. I'm glad you give it its love. Now, the main cover is there something behind that? Where'd you get that?
No, it's just I always come up with my own cover, and then what I do is what I do for my covers is I do the main cover that I come up with, and then I do a homage to probably a Marvel comic book, because that's what I loved, and then a movie, or so far it's just been Star Wars. I think Mato was kind of that was kind of inspired by Jurassic Park, the Mato cover for issue 2 of Alpha Dogs. That was kind of my T-Rex on the but usually that's how it's been going. Then Alpha Dogs for this one anyway, but for Dime Store Detective, there's not going to be any homage covers. They're all going to be original covers when Dime Store Detective drops here, and I'm doing I can't wait to show off the cover for Alpha Dogs 5. It's gonna be the dogs at the poker table, but it's gonna be the Alpha Dogs. I've been waiting to do that cover for years. So anyway,
I think I might have to go with that one right there, bud.
Yes, that's a special edition. I sign it. You get your name on the thank you page, and you get a exclusive Kickstarter sticker too.
Yeah, I think that's the one I'm gonna have to go with.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, you got to do a little something to kind of boost your sales, so that's why I do the little extras there with the thank you page and the sticker and stuff. So, and I sign it.
So, what goes on the thank you page in the books that don't have the thank you page? You have to think about that. You still got that one blank page if you don't put the thank you page there.
Yeah. And probably just advertisement for one of the other comics.
Give me an idea.
Yeah. That's what I'll do usually when I have
in-house ads. In-house ads are cool. Fan art is cool.
Yes, yeah. I'm not big enough to have too much. I got just a little bit. I got about 2-3 people have sent me fan art, and it's such a thrill when somebody does that.
Yes,
I should do it. Put them in there because it's just.
I get that thrill every time somebody draws Crom. I'm like,
yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
I mean, probably 100 different people have drawn that character, so it's like every time it happens, I just get that same rush,
yeah.
It ain't never gonna grow old, man.
No, it's kind of like right up there when you first open your first box of comics that you get in the it's
Yep.
such a thrill. I mean, it's kind of, yeah.
And the man for the man.
Yeah. I'm surprised that has not been more popular. That has not been as popular as the other ones, but it's all
well.
good.
Come on, you're giving up some serious nice homages this time.
I know. Homage covers always do the best, man. They always do, because they want the comic, plus you're getting whatever, if they're a fan of that, whatever it is that
yeah. I mean, I'm a fan of Star Wars, but you also know I'm a fan of Spider-Man.
Yes,
so,
yes. Best of two worlds.
Yeah, I mean, you made me choose. That was rough.
But then if you're one
of them people that's got extra cheese in your wallet, you just get all three.
There you go.
You just get all three right here. And then you go down here and you get this mega digital bundle of all the stuff.
Yep. You can get down if you scroll down on the other one. It has a picture of it. Yes, right there's the trade of Alpha Dogs, which collects issues 1 through 4. Then you have Detective issues 1 through 3
and 1, 8 books.
Space Cruising. So miss out any other ones, and I can just about guarantee you'll enjoy what you read.
Right there, Doc. That's what you're looking for, right there. You get it all, $35.
Yeah, and there's also
about storing it. Yeah.
There's also
worry about storing it anywhere. You just have them.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. That's the cheapest as you'll get for the issues.
Good stuff.
And then if somebody wants, that's the special edition tier where again, sign them, thank you page, and you get the exclusive sticker if you so be it.
Right, and then a retail tier because John's smart.
Yeah, I always put retail tiers and no one ever backed it. And then the one time I didn't, somebody wanted it. So I ended up doing the retail tier for the graphic novel of Alpha Dog. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Look, guys,
and he loved it. He wrote to me and said he loved he said he has a comic book store and he bought the retail tier, and he wrote to me and said he loved the graphic novel of Alpha Dog. So that was really cool.
We do have a half a dozen or so comic store owners that watch the network. So
buy him.
This is why I encourage it, because at some point they might, see you out on one of the shows. Oh, he's got a retail tier. I want those. You know what I mean? It's like, did
you see Buy Me Toys got nominated for an Eisner?
I did not.
Yes, that's awesome. I think there's only 3. I want to say there's only 3, maybe 5 retailers that get nominated for an Eisner, and they were one of them. So that was really cool. They were the first LCS that carried my comic, and I watched the video. They had a picture. They had a little video and it showed my comics and saying how they support local creators. So that was really thrilling. And they're such good people that I'm really pulling for them.
Casey and Kelly are awesome. You guys have seen me talk to them at different cons. We've done some shorts with them. I've gone there for signings. They're the closest comic store, to the house, really.
Yeah, and they're great. I mean, and they got a lot. Man, they're an awesome comic book store. They just got a lot of good stuff too.
Yeah, they get everything. Action figures. Not only that, but they also have a extensive warehouse.
Yes. Usually it's all stacked up in the aisles.
Extensive warehouse of back issue.
And they're reasonably priced. That's the cool thing. Some of these comic book stores, they get crazy with their prices. No, these guys, they are very fair. They're just about retail. For most of their stuff is retail, and they get all that hard to find stuff. So
that is buymeatoys.com in South Bend South Bend.
Mishawaka.
It's one. Seeing all these, they're all like one in one area. All these.
Oh yeah. You could almost say South Bend, but
they're the ones that set up the free signing when Jim Shooter went to Hall of Heroes.
Oh, sweet. I'm waiting. One of these days they're going to get me in for a signing. They swear it's just they've got so much stuff in there. But now that stuff will be happening here in the near future that I can't speak about. I think it'll be more incentivized to have me do a signing. So
cool. Well, I'll be here to talk about it, brother.
Yeah.
As soon as you can, I'll be here to tell the world.
But yeah, so if people want to check it out, and then if you want, they say put a big tier in there, so I do the meet and greet, and I've been lucky enough that almost every time somebody's backed it, so that's been pretty cool. People want to sit down, chat about comics, chat about making them, or whatever they want to talk about. So
look, if I'm paying you $150 for a meet and greet, you're driving your ass over here. I ain't doing it on Zoom.
Sure, I'm up for it. I love that area.
No, I mean, I talk to you this way all the time. I ain't paying for that.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
It's funny because we've run into each other at cons before.
Yeah.
I was just watching some of the old shorts the other day, and I seen the one where I was talking to Scott Rosenma.
Oh, okay.
And you walked up to the table, and it was like it was a short with Scott Rosenma with cameo by Jon Dexter. You just popped in for just a second, said hi, and then you were gone. It was like, yeah, dude, I love that kind of stuff. I have so much fun doing that.
Yeah, I've come a long way since then, thankfully.
Well, anytime you need help, like tending the table or something in the area, and if you need help or whatever, let me know. I got you.
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to be actually this weekend, we're in Michigan, so this will help. This weekend, I'll be at Ann Arbor. Ann Arbor's district library has a Comic Con. And you would think a library, but I guess from what I understand, I've never attended before, but I guess it has a really good showing. It's Ann Arbor. So I'll be there this weekend if anybody's in the area.
There's a lot of public libraries that put on small cons. I didn't know that till I got involved in this stuff. Yeah. But like Laurie was at one just not too long ago at a library. She said was really fun and had a good time. So
it is. Grand Rapids does one too, and they had a voice actor for Yugi Man or whatever, one of those, and it had a really good turnout. Actually, it's really good. So I'm hoping this weekend it'll give me a nice boost because I printed up a bunch of pamphlets to hand out for the Kickstarter. So hopefully it gives me a good little boost because I still got a little ways to go before this thing's funded. It's been a little tougher, but it's okay. It'll be fine.
It's early. You're fine.
It is. Yeah, it's very early. I'm not sweating.
I've been watching lately. I mean, the economy ain't great, but it's like all of the ones that are supposed to fund, they're funding. It's just taking them a little longer. They might not be hitting stretch goal number 5. Yeah, but they're all funding. And people are getting comics in their hands, and that's really what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it'll be. I think it'll be easier once I do Dime Store 4, which will be coming out this summer. So, and there's some stretch goals. Gotta have stretch goals.
Okay, so you're going to upgrade the page quality at $2,500, drop in a bookmark at $4,000, a print at $5,500, and more to come. We ain't telling you. So this is a line work comic, guys. You get to see the line work, and isn't that lovely?
Yeah, it's great. This is page 1, the introduction to this brand new world. There's a spaceship named Silver after the Lone Ranger's horse.
And look, it's Daisy Duke.
Yeah, Daisy Duke.
General Lee. I like that guy right there.
Ace is a real fun character. It was a fun one to create comic relief. So, and here is kind of gives you a little prologue of what's happened, that the aliens have come together and declared war on the humans, and it does not go the aliens' way. So.
Yeah, it's not supposed to.
No. And here's the cast of characters, this outcast of friends. Ace is always very sarcastic and a smart ass to the bot. They call them bots. The robot Phobos, who's old. And then Yuri, who's this amazing martial artist. He's enhanced. He's has a heightened strength, heightened speed. And we're going to tell later on how he got these abilities, these powers down the road. But he was part of this clan of Bushido warriors that were kind of learning, the martial arts and stuff. And something happens. They end up getting pulled into this war with the aliens and the humans, and they're disavowed after that. The government claims that they committed war crimes, so they disavow them and break up their clan and there's only 5 left. There was a big clan of like 32 of these Bushido warriors, and it ends up there's only 5 left because they all get killed during the war. And so there's a lot of animosity, and there's a lot of cool backstory there. And here they're treasure hunting for a lost human artifact, and I'm not going to give it away. It's going to be really funny, and I wish I could tell, but because it kind of plays into the story. But yeah, they're in search in this lake of terror for this lost human artifact that's crashed. The spaceship has crashed at the bottom of this lake. So he's after.
Be looking like Steven Seagal right there.
He does, doesn't he? Got the little, yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. So yeah, and the cool thing is the comic is done. It's all drawn. It was actually originally, most of it was drawn in 2012, and now it was finished here recently. So the comic is all drawn. All that's got to be done is the lettering. Obviously, the covers are done. So you're not going to have a long wait. I can't have a long wait because I plan on launching Dime Store Detective in like mid to late August. So obviously, I got to get all the comics out. So you're not going to have a long wait before fulfillment. I've already fulfilled Alpha Dog's the trade that came out earlier this year. But yeah,
you have done quite well for yourself since I've met you, young man.
Yeah, trying.
I mean, you have fulfilled everything. Yeah,
I think this is number 9 for me.
Something like that. Yeah, where's your 9? 9.
Yeah, people. And I back 40, so I'm not just taking from the community. I give back.
Did I lose you? Or did I lose me?
No, you're here.
Okay.
Real good.
I heard that robot sound for just a second, and I thought one of us is gone.
No, we're all good.
So what's next, John?
So what's next is, well, this weekend, like I said, I'll be at the Ann Arbor District Library for their Comic-Con, and then my next con is this is going to be my big one. This is going to be my biggest one. I'll be at the Chicago Fan Expo, August 16th, 17th, 18th, and they get over, 75,000, but this year Mark Hamill's going to be there, so they might even get bigger. It's huge. It's going to be a huge crowd. It'll be my biggest one I've ever been to, so I'm pretty excited about that.
That guy's made a lot of people mad lately. I don't know if I'm going to be there.
Yeah, I know. He's charging $400 for an autograph. That's insane. And if you want a picture with him, it's $700. But you know what? He sells out. So
yeah, but not to me.
No, I think that's crazy. So hopefully people have some money left to buy my comics, because I got to get a hotel and had to pay for the content table. So
hey, for all you people that pay that much for Star Wars Luke Skywalker shit, I got a whole bunch of Star Wars Luke Skywalker shit that I'll sell you at a premium price too.
Exactly.
I won't even feel bad.
Well, instead of paying $400, you can spend just $12 and get my homage cover to Star Wars issue 1. So
you see, this is what I'm saying, man. Now we have the books, the comic #1, Star Wars #1. I have a copy of The Adventures of Luke Skywalker, which was the original print, the original print version of A New Hope.
Nice. Oh yeah.
I have a bunch of shit, but it's like, I hate it when the people that create cool stuff diminish the value of it by going out and doing dumb shit.
Yeah, I know.
Quit hurting the value of my collectibles. Stop it.
Yeah.
that goes for everybody, not just Mark. Everybody. Quit hurting the value of my collectibles. If I got your autograph on something cool and you go out and blow up, nobody's going to pay me anything for it, Mark Brooks. I I could not sell an autographed Mark Brooks Secret Empire Zero at a con, sitting on the con table. I couldn't give it away.
I have no. What do you do? I don't know. I'm kind of out of the comic drama loop, so I don't know.
He's one of the mainstream guys. He does covers for DC, and I mean, he's one of the people that dove into the culture war from on the other side or whatever. And
that's why he's not to talk politics.
He talks bad about people like you, indie comic creators.
Oh, really? Oh.
You guys are the enemy. You're supposed to all be sitting in line waiting for your shot at mainstream.
Oh, I got you.
You're not supposed to be doing things, and I mean, it's like you go to a con and you're surrounded by people who are there buying indie stuff, and they walk right past that.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't, at the end of the con, I could not give it away.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Cool. I mean, it's a great story on a great cover in a great comic book. It was the beginning of the Hydra storyline.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the comic on its own should have value, but as soon as you say, "Oh, Mark signed it," they all.
Oh wow! Yeah, I couldn't tell you the last time I read a Marvel or DC comic book. To be honest, I read pretty much Image, indie. That's all I read is indies, pretty much. So
yeah, I haven't bought anything mainstream in 4 or 5 years at least, and then even then I was very picky about what. Like I liked the King Thor storyline, so I bought some of those. I mean, I was being very picky at the end, and then finally I was just like, screw it. There wasn't nothing there for me anymore.
I've been reading. I just finished. I'm gonna kill the pronunciation. Perceptualists. It's a true story, great story, graphic novel about this girl during when the Ayatollah took over in Iran, and women had to wear the veil. It was a really great story. So I try to. I think an important lesson for anybody that wants to be a writer, a comic book writer in general, to read everything. So I finished Ed Brubaker's one of his, and then I read this. So try to read a little bit of everything to get a broad understanding. So.
Man, I got so much. Really broad. Yeah.
And then I bought Dirk's. I was at the Cherry Con 2 weeks ago and bought Dirk Manning. I saw he did your commercial, your show. That's awesome. Dirk's a great guy. Dirk's
awesome, man. I hang out every time I see him at a con. We hang out, we bullshit for a while, and he does either an interview or a channel spot.
Yeah.
That one was really funny because he went through that whole thing and then said Comic Related Madness Network. And I was like, dude, I'm so sorry, but you're gonna have to do that again. It's the Madness Comic Network. And he very cheerfully went right back into it and did it again. But if you watch it, you see the guy sitting in the booth next to him that's looking at his phone. He's giggling.
Oh, really?
You see him giggling. He's like, I just heard him say all this morning.
Yeah. Dirk is about the classiest comic book creator I've ever met, to be quite honest.
I love the dude. But I also use that spot as a tip for people when it comes to how to act at a con when you're on the other side of the table.
Yeah.
Now you see Dirk is up and he's engaging with people all the time.
Man never sits.
And you can look behind him and you see a guy sitting there facing his phone.
Yep.
And ain't nobody talking to him. And then you look a little farther down, you see Kaylin Smith, and she's up on her feet and she's doing stuff and handing people books. And there's an atmosphere there that people expect. They want to engage with you. If you're stuck in your phone.
Yeah, I know. I can't. I don't understand.
And if you're one of them people that draws during the show and you got somebody there with you, make sure it's somebody that engage with the people walking by. It can't just be another person sitting there. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like you want to have that person that's drawing attention to your booth, to what you're doing. If your second in command is also just sitting next to you,
while
you draw, You got to engage with them people that brought their wallets to the show.
Yeah, I don't understand that. So I have been fortunate enough that I've been breaking my record almost every con. I just was at the Cherry Con 2 weeks ago, and I broke my previous record because I stand the whole time. I grab everybody because they don't know me from Adam. So anybody, man, I'm grabbing them because I'm so passionate about it, and I want to make it. That's all I want to do. So yeah, and Dirk is the same way, man. But Dirk never sits. He's amazing. Sometimes I sit on my chair because my back hurt, but I'm always standing. So, and you see those guys that sit, they don't sell anything.
Well, I mean, even if you're sitting, as long as you're making eye contact with the people walking by and you're saying hi and you're engaging. I mean, granted, everybody can't stand all day for 3 days. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. Bring a bar stool, something that you sit on, but you're up higher. So it appears that you're standing behind your table, whatever,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, we get it. Some people can't stand the whole time. But like I said, if you have somebody there, somebody else helping you run the table, have them do that engagement, get people's attention thing, I mean, if that person...
I embarrass my wife because I'll walk around my table and fix it up, and then if I see somebody coming, I'll say, "Man, this is a great series. I've been watching." I'll pretend I'm a buyer, and then if they do stick around, then I joke and I'll go around to my table and say I'm the creator. So, but I'll do anything to make a sale, but it's been working.
Hey, if you elicit a giggle from somebody, a chuckle, that's something they're going to remember. They might see you next time and throw some money at you next time. I mean, that's the whole thing. It's like you got to make the kind of impression that people are going to remember.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Then they come back the next day and they're like, I was thinking about it. Yeah, I want to check out your book. And they come throw some money at you, whatever. If you didn't make an impression on day one, that damn sure ain't going to happen on day two.
Yeah, exactly.
You see,
it's thrilling now because this is my second year doing cons, and it was really cool that this year I've had people, when I went to the same con I went as last year, come back and say, "Oh, I was looking for you." And there was a special needs kid that had bought Alpha Dogs 1 and 2 that came back, and they specifically came to that con to buy my other comics. And it's such a thrill, and it's so rewarding when that happens. It's honestly an honor.
Most assuredly. All right, John, I'm going to ask you the same question I ask everybody at the end of a show. Man, was there a gnat in my freaking coffee?
That's the question. I don't know.
No, that wasn't the question, but a lot of times I've gone on shows, and at the end of the show, I was like, damn, I didn't even get to talk about this, or I forgot to talk about that, or dude never asked me about this. I like to make sure that when you leave here, everything you wanted to talk about got talked about. So the floor is yours.
So go check out the Kickstarter. You can get all my past comics. And again, it's Kickstarter. So even if you don't have the funds right now, no funds will come out until July 11th when the campaign ends. And like I said, the comic's done. It's finished. You're not going to be waiting 6 months, 3 months. If everything works out right, I'm going to have it mailed out within 2-3 weeks to after the Kickstarter. Well, I should say I'm going to say a month to be on the safe side because waiting on the printer. So hopefully a month after this ends, I'll start mailing the comics, but the digital should come out relatively soon after the Kickstarter ends because all it's waiting for is to get the lettering done, and then we'll be good to go. So I fulfilled 8 campaigns successfully. And if you go back, watch reviews of my other comics, I can guarantee you that you're going to enjoy what you read. It's got a lot of comedy. The characters are very relatable. They're outcasts of society, but there's a camaraderie between the three of them. And I think if you read it, you're going to feel like you're sitting right there with them. enjoying this adventure that takes place in outer space in this future. It's a very original comic book. You know, you have this world where humans and aliens are kind of a lot of animosity between them, and the characters are all kind of metaphors for people in our society. So if you want to sit back, enjoy yourself, then definitely take a chance on this book. It's relatively cheap, really. It's $5 for the digital and $10 for the physical edition. So yeah, check it out. Well, thank you, Pops. I appreciate it.
Get one final look at that. $898, still about 600 shy. Let's do this, people.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You bet. I want to thank everybody for watching. We had a lot of people watching, but nobody was talking. A lot of people watching over there on Twitter. Like a lot of people watching on Twitter. Like,
yeah, I shared it on my Twitter and my Facebook, so hopefully that helps.
Oh, y'all, go check it out. Space Cruizin' #1 by Jon Dexter. He showed you his medal in Alpha Dogs. He flipped it over on you in Dime Store Detective. Now he's going to fold space. Get yourself. Get yourself, people.
Thanks.
John, I expect to see you like countdown time.
Okay, yeah, definitely. We'll have to plan something. And then like I said, Dime Store Detective 4 will be coming out. We'll actually have to do a kickoff for Dime Store Detective 4. So maybe we'll have Doc in there for the kickoff of that, since we weren't able to do the kickoff of Space Cruising. That probably didn't help either. I didn't have I just launched it without any kind of fanfare. That probably didn't help either, but it's all right.
Doc needs to do more launch parties. Dime Store Detective would be perfect for him.
Yeah, we could do the three of us do it. That'd be great.
All right, so I'm looking at like 28 days from now, which will also be a Friday. Let's set up something for the countdown when we get closer to it.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, brother. You have a great night. Everybody who's watching, I appreciate you. Go check this out. Get behind it. Bag it. Everything John's done is fun. That's why we're here, to have fun.
Yeah.
Cheers, people. Link is in the chat. Link is in the description down below. Go back it.
Yes, please.
That's all Crom's going to say.
Just back it already.
Just back it already.
Yeah, don't make me sweat anymore.
Yeah. At least get it over the hump so John can relax, for sure.
There you go. Thanks, Pops. I appreciate it.
You bet. You have a good night, my friend.
You too.
Peace out, everybody.
Flip City Magazine is just really pulling out all the stops, man. Your guys' production value of this magazine has gone insane. I mean, look at that. I mean, I remember when you guys, it was black and white. Even when it was black and white, I thought your quality was great. But damn, they just really stepping it up a notch. Look at this. James Corbett, boys. James Corbett.
Genuinely cutting. But also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
the future. The final frontier. It has never been so uncertain as now. AI, VR, haptic wear, nanotechnology, mass destruction with a remote click. Now we are finally seeing the true potential and dangers of an ever-connected and overly policed hyper-technological world. Have we finally become the architect of our own demise? Is there still hope? Welcome to the future. Welcome to Punk Droid.
How do you end this thing? How do you put the where's the brakes on this bus? I forgot.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands. Are great.